So now that we've compared the Redmi Pad versus the Tab S6 Lite, it was actually closer than I thought it would be. You should watch that video if you haven't already. But now we're comparing what I think is going to be even closer against the Galaxy Tab A8. As we go through each category, it may be sort of obvious which is your better option. So let's go ahead and get started. Probably one of the most important things to consider is going to be the price, and luckily these are going to be two of the more affordable tablets out there. Normal price for the Tab A8 starts at $229 in the United States, but I've already had some pretty good deals here lately, as low as $150, and then depending on which version you go with, the Redmi Pad starts around $239 in the United States. I paid slightly more for the 128GB storage, 4GB of RAM version, but it also comes in a 6GB of RAM with 128 storage as well. The Galaxy Tab comes in 2, 3, 4GB of RAM. Storage options are 32, 64, and 128. When it comes to the screens on these two, it's going to be pretty similar. The Galaxy Tab has a 10.5-inch TFT LCD display with 1200 by 1920 resolution, 10.61-inch IPS LCD display on the Redmi Pad with 1200 by 2000 resolution, and then you're going to get up to 90 Hz refresh rate on the Redmi Pad, 60 Hz on the Galaxy Tab. Both seem to be just bright enough for indoor use. The colors appear to be a little brighter on the Redmi Pad though. You're going to get full HD playback resolution on the Redmi Pad for Netflix, but only SD playback on the Galaxy Tab. Then up to 1440p resolution for YouTube videos on the Redmi Pad, 1080p resolution for the Tab A8. As far as batteries go, you get a 7040 milliamp hour in the Tab A8, 8000 milliamp hour in the Redmi Pad. The Galaxy Tab lasted a respectable 7 hours in my battery drain test, but the Redmi Pad lasted about 2 hours longer at 9 hours before dying with 100% screen brightness. Both should last long enough to get you through a normal day though. Obviously it's going to depend on what types of stuff you'll be doing, but they'll last even longer if you turn the screen brightness down, and if you want the tablet with better battery life, you're going to want to go with the Redmi Pad. You also get 18-watt fast charging on the Redmi Pad, 15-watt on the Galaxy Tab. Software wise, they're both on Android 12 as of this video, but they're going to be slightly different. The Redmi Pad takes inspiration from what you're going to see on an iPad. Even looks like the control center when you swipe from the right hand corner. To be honest though, it feels fairly polished and better than I would have expected considering it's on Android. The Galaxy Tab has been updated to One UI 4.1 and is going to feel somewhat similar to other Samsung devices. You're just not going to get some of the features you get, like video out using the USB-C port or Samsung DeX. Nice thing is you can connect both to a Bluetooth keyboard to be a little more productive, but it's going to come down to personal preference between these two on which you think has the better software. Personally, I sort of like parts of both. As far as performance goes, you get a Unisoc T618 processor in the Galaxy Tab, a MediaTek Helio G99 processor in the Redmi Pad. Neither one is going to be that powerful or compared to some of the more expensive tablets out there, but just one look at the Geekbench scores, you'll notice the better performance on the Redmi Pad, and it may feel a little bit quicker or smoother just moving around the software, especially since it can go up to 90 Hz refresh rate. But overall, I think it's what you would expect performance wise on more affordable tablets like these. And then gaming is going to be somewhat similar between the two as well. Sort of a toss-up on which one is better. I might give the Redmi Pad the slight edge just because you have the 90 Hz refresh rate, but you can't really go wrong with either when it comes to gaming. Both can play games like PUBG Mobile, Asphalt 9, and Apex Legends Mobile fairly smooth for the most part, and I think most people are going to enjoy gaming regardless of which tablet you go with. One advantage you've got for the Galaxy Tab is it's got a headphone jack, where you don't get that on the Redmi Pad. But the good thing is you've got a quad speaker setup on both tablets. They're both nice and loud, sound pretty decent actually for more affordable tablets, and is probably going to be a toss up, but here's a quick sample of each just to see what you think. When it comes to the cameras on these two, not going to be the best out there. You get an 8 megapixel camera on the front and back of the Redmi Pad, 8 megapixel on the back of the Galaxy Tab with a 5 megapixel on the front, 8 megapixel on the back of the Galaxy Tab with a 5 megapixel on the front. You'll get up to 1080p resolution, 30 frames per second for video recording on both tablets as well. To me, I feel like the Redmi Pad has a little bit better camera quality for both photos and video, but here's a quick sample of each just to give you an idea of what to expect. So hopefully this video gave you a little closer look at these two affordable tablets from Samsung and Xiaomi. I'll be doing more comparisons with the Redmi Pad and some other phone and tablet videos as well, so you'll want to look out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.